Welcome to Grandmaster or Bust. Subscribe to this channel and learn how to win. I play many games of Risk and analyse them here. I keep the videos short and sweet and get right to the point. I concentrate on progressive card games, and these games are all about position and timing. Games with randomly chosen players can be very unpredictable. Those sensing that they're going to lose will suicide by attacking the strongest or the most annoying, so it is always risky making a bold, aggressive move. Such moves are best done early in the game. They can create a strong advantage for you later on, and weaken an opponent who at this stage cannot hit back in a dangerous manner. I'm playing blue here, and my position is very average. And green has got Australia, so it's all very depressing really. And purple is strong in Europe. Yeah, and yellow is pretty big in North America. Green might even get South America because they're powerful enough. So everyone seems to be greedily grabbing territory. Normally only beginners do that. If red is smart, he'll take green out of Brazil and leave him in Australia, well away from his borders. But no, he goes for yellow. Green could really screw him up by putting his 5 on Brazil and attacking Argentina. Green, however, turns their attention to Africa and not South America. Could there be a plot being hatched here? Have they suddenly become allies? So I'm looking at my position here and it's looking very, very weak. I can see that red and green will get together and I'll be caught in the middle. My one strong position is that I have a 4 in Iceland. This means I'm suitably spread apart, so it's actually quite difficult to get me all in one go. It all depends on the strength of purple. So seeing how aggressive everybody is, I keep thinking, well, if they're stupid enough to do that, perhaps I should be stupid enough to do that. So if I play safe, green will just wear me down. So to hell with it, let's just go crazy. Didn't quite go as well as I'd hoped, but I've smashed his power base. I'd have been less inclined if I hadn't got Iceland. But green has no set to cash in, so how can he come back at me? One would imagine that red would now take Brazil. He could ally with yellow for the moment. But here's an example of a toxic alliance. This alliance with green is effectively blocking him, so he's wasting his troops on yellow when he needs to be building his forces. I think my shock and awe approach has completely baffled everyone. Look how long it takes for red to finish his move. Now I should let out a dastardly laugh at thwarting green's plans. Or perhaps I shouldn't, because I sound particularly demented there. Purple is the one laughing, though. He grabs Europe, and there is no one to stop him. If he can hold Europe a couple of rounds, well, I'd put money on him to win. I'm still in a pretty weak position, but if I can grab Australia and hold it for a few goes, maybe I stand a chance. But the fact is, I have the fewest pieces on the board. And right now you can see yellow positioning themselves ready to have a go at me. Red finally gets round to taking Brazil. Now he's in a pretty strong position, if he wasn't in alliance with green, that is. And it's nice to see that that 5 from yellow is actually protecting me from any sneak attack from red or from Europe or from anyone who suddenly decides to cash in their cards and go for me. Greens go now, and well, as you can see, green and red are consolidating a new position. I suspect they're planning a move on purple, whilst yellow and myself get at each other's throat. So what's happening now is that all my opponents are getting in each other's way and pretty much leaving me alone down in Australia, growing stronger by the moment. My immediate enemy at the moment is yellow, so I decided to strengthen my position by bringing that 3 down from Siberia. Yellow, well, they chicken out and they're a bit lost now and can't really do much against anyone, so they're just going to bide their time and hope people forget about them. A lesser player might have committed suicide and ruined both our chances. Now look at red. They've really taken a long time thinking. They really do not know what to do. So I think they're going to get out of the way of green taking Africa and well, block him from going on and attacking me. So now everybody is defending me against anything that purple might come up with. And so the sensible move now for green is to complete his conquest of Africa and then hold it for a couple of goes, readying himself for when the cards come into play and he can attack, well, anybody he likes. But no doubt fearing that purple can only get stronger and stronger, he forgets that when the cards come into play, the continents mean nothing. He attacks purple. This is, of course, perfect for me. Red, no doubt, will attack the Ukraine, I suspect, from the Middle East. So, as a tandem team, they reckon they've got it all sewn up. Purple, I think, is a little rattled by that, so he moves his forces from Alaska all the way to defend his southern borders. Yellow is pretty weak, and I can see red having a chance to have a go at him. So I don't want to weaken yellow any further, so I attack red. If yellow was smart, he'd probably put his forces in North America and take some purple. But instead he takes Siberia and lines himself up perfectly for my next move. Red should either go for yellow or at least stop me from going for yellow by blocking my way. Instead, however, he decides to use his set by attacking purple. So him and green have decided that they're going to try and take out purple, well, just because he has Europe, and they have failed to recognise that the phase of the game has changed. Green is sensing blood, and so continues this pursuit of purple. Maybe if he gets a set next time, he'll take out purple, or maybe red will take out purple. Meanwhile, I'm ignoring consonants and trying to disrupt people getting an extra 2 or 3 here or there. I'm instead counting in how many armies does yellow have, and whether I will have enough troops to take him out. If purple hadn't taken that one yellow, I might have thought it was too risky, but it made me realise that it was now or never. The sets had moved us into the end game, and any of them could have attacked yellow or blocked my access, so barring some bad ties, this was my moment. Yes, I can feel everybody else's morale collapsing. Perfect. What a brilliant move that was. Not only had I countered my opponent's troops correctly, but I had timed this so that I could get 5 cards. And since green and red had weakened purple so much, I had a chance to get some more cards by taking him out as well. I'm on a roll, and I get 7 cards now. However, green and red are both pretty spread out, so I don't have enough troops to take out either one of them. Now, if either red or green have a set, I'm in severe trouble. Well, if green takes out red or red takes out green and gets their cards, well, I think then it's game over for me. So I position myself in order to take out green, and I'm waiting to see what red will do. I've got a nice set lined up for my next move, but if red has a set, but no, red doesn't have a set, and so, well, as you can see, he's hesitating. He doesn't know what to do. Should he attack green? Should he attack me? He decides to attack me, but he's not even bothering to knock out Australia. But his position is so hopeless, he seems to have just given up. Perhaps red thinks that by moving out of the Middle East, he will let green do the dirty work in Australia, thus saving that 15 for later on when he might have a set. But green doesn't have a set. So the risk gods are on my side in this game. And so here we are in the final play of the game. And I have plenty of troops to knock each one of these out. I'm going to start with green first, and I shall finish him off with no trouble at all. And next in line will be red. The game was a close run thing. When people play aggressively, they make mistakes. But not me, at least not today. Purple was in a strong position, but he defended his borders for too long. Green and red made 2 unforced mistakes. They allied and blocked each other's moves, and then turned their attention to purple, forgetting me, leaving me the easy pickings of yellow. This has been Grandmaster or Bust, and I hope you have enjoyed this analysis of another win. So don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my journey to Grand Mastery.